Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Young and the Restless spoilers for next week, Sharon's dangerous game, Phyllis plots, and Victor's wrath. The Young and the Restless spoilers for next week's episodes of the hit CBS soap tease more of the same. It's been the same old on Y&R for the past few weeks, with a slow burn on all storylines. The good news is that fall spoilers for the CBS show reveal if fans are patient, the payoff will be epic. In the meantime, the daytime drama remains focused on Sharon case, downward spiral, Victor, Eric Braeden, seeking revenge, and Billy, Jason Thompson, getting in his own way. We will see all of those stories taken up a notch, and the continuation of the fallout of Adam, Mark Grossman, and Chelsea, Melissa Claire Egan, cheating. Let's take a look at everything happening on The Young and the Restless next week. Things are going from bad to worse for Sharon and her loved ones as she spirals more out of control. Mariah, Cameron Grimes, and Nick, Joshua Morrow, get bad news regarding Sharon, which sends them into a panic. Before the week ends, Nick seeks counsel to help him with Sharon's decline, and Mariah faces Sharon's wrath after calling out her lie. Sharon decides to clear the air with Daniel, Michael Graziadei. But is she sincere? A push from Cameron, Lyndon Ashby, gives Sharon a repulsive idea that she acts on, causing her to cover her tracks at a seedy motel. The mustache has many irons in the fire right now. One of those irons causes turmoil between Victoria, Amelia Heinel, and Victor. It should surprise no one that Victoria's loyalty and need to help her ex has Victor losing patience with his daughter. When Victoria has a moral dilemma, all bets are on her, wondering if she should spill all to Billy. Victoria isn't his only problem. Victor learns something that leads him to keep a secret from Nikki, Melody Thomas Scott, which we all know will blow up in his face. After dealing with her father, Victoria focuses on her personal life. Cole, Eddie Peck, and Victoria finally make a decision about their painfully slow-moving relationship. This week, Phyllis, Michelle Stafford, managed to convince Billy to give her a job. These two strategize how to prevent Victor from coming for Abbott Chancellor. Speaking of Phyllis, she does what she does best and plots for next move. The question is this move a personal or business move? Chelsea begs Billy for another chance, only to have him shut her down. Adam and Chelsea also fear their one-night stand will hurt Connor, Judah Mackey. Elsewhere in Geno City, Daniel vows to protect Lucy, Lily Brooks O'Brien, while Devin, Brighton James, and Nate, Sean Dominic, give Lily, Crystal Cowell, an earful. Next week in The Young and the Restless, tensions run high as secrets unravel, power plays take center stage, and some of Geno City's most notorious residents find themselves pushed to the brink. Buckle up for a week full of dangerous gambles, manipulative schemes, and emotional fallout that could change everything. Sharon's dangerous game. Sharon Newman has never been one to shy away from challenges, but next week, her pursuit of justice may land her in the middle of a dangerous game. After weeks of playing detective, Sharon stumbles upon a shocking discovery that could expose one of Geno City's most powerful families. Though Nick has repeatedly warned her to stay out of this mess, her curiosity leads her to a trail of secrets involving none other than Victor Newman. Victor's dealings have been shrouded in mystery lately, and Sharon senses that something bigger is at play. Armed with newfound information, Sharon contemplates the risk of confronting Victor directly. She knows she's walking a fine line. Getting too close could place a target on her back, but walking away is not in her nature. Her desire to protect her loved ones, particularly Nick and Faith, keeps her pushing forward, even if it means making dangerous enemies along the way. But Victor Newman is not a man to be trifled with. As Sharon edges closer to uncovering his secrets, she must ask herself, is this pursuit of truth worth the cost? And what happens when Victor finds out she's been snooping? Phyllis plots. Meanwhile, Phyllis Summers is once again weaving a web of deceit, and this time her sights are set on Diane Jenkins. Despite claiming that she's turned over a new leaf, it's clear that Phyllis is anything but reformed. After her humiliating fall from Grace at Marchetti and her subsequent failed attempts to regain control of her life, Phyllis has made it her mission to ensure that Diane pays for her past sins. Next week, Phyllis learns about a new weakness in Diane's world, something that, if exposed, could unravel the perfect life Diane has carefully crafted with Jack. Phyllis relishes the opportunity to bring her rival down, but she's learned from past mistakes. This time she's playing her cards close to the chest, aligning herself with some unlikely allies in her pursuit of vengeance. With Summer trying to keep the peace between her mother and Diane, tensions are at an all-time high, but Phyllis, true to her nature, won't let anything or anyone stand in her way. As she sets her plan in motion, the question remains: will this latest scheme finally destroy Diane, or will it backfire spectacularly, leaving Phyllis once again facing the consequences of her reckless actions? Victor's wrath. Speaking of consequences, Victor Newman is ready to unleash his wrath next week, and no one is safe. The head of the Newman Empire has been keeping a watchful eye on his children, particularly Adam, whose recent actions have caused a ripple effect throughout the family. Adam has been trying to prove himself to his father, but as usual, his methods are questionable and Victor is growing tired of his son's constant need for approval. Next week, Victor finds out that Adam has made a bold move that threatens the stability of Newman Enterprises. Furious, Victor calls an emergency meeting, ready to put Adam in his place once and for all. However, Victor's anger isn't just directed at his youngest son. Victoria and Nick, both vying for their father's approval in their own ways, find themselves caught in the crossfire as Victor demands accountability from each of them. While Nick has tried to distance himself from the family business, his loyalty to his father continues to pull him back into the fray. Victoria, on the other hand, sees this as her opportunity to solidify her position as the true heir to the Newman throne. But with Victor's temper flaring and his desire for control stronger than ever, it becomes clear that no one, not even his most loyal children, are safe from his wrath. As Victor goes head-to-head with his family, an unexpected alliance forms between two unlikely characters, Victoria and Adam. Both siblings have long been at odds, but this latest round of family drama may push them to reconsider their positions. Could they finally put aside their differences and work together, or will their mutual desire for power only deepen the divide? The tides are shifting. Elsewhere in Genoa City, Jack Abbott finds himself at odds with Billy yet again. As the tension between the brothers continues to escalate, Lily tries to mediate. But Billy's latest reckless decision may be the final straw for Jack. Meanwhile, Kyle and Summer face a new challenge as they try to navigate their co-parenting arrangement. But when Summer makes a surprising decision about Harrison's future, it leaves Kyle questioning everything. In the midst of all the chaos, Sally Spectra struggles with her emotions as she continues to grapple with her lingering feelings for Adam while maintaining her relationship with Nick. But when a startling revelation comes to light, Sally may be forced to confront the truth about where her heart truly lies, and it could have major repercussions for all three of them. As the week unfolds, alliances will be tested, betrayals will be revealed, and the stakes will be higher than ever. Sharon's dangerous game could blow up in her face, Phyllis' plot may spiral out of control, and Victor's wrath threatens to bring the entire Newman family to its knees. No one in Genoa City will be left unscathed by the time the dust settles. What's next? As the Newman family continues to implode, Sharon edges closer to the truth about Victor's latest dealings, but will she survive long enough to reveal it? Meanwhile, Phyllis is playing a dangerous game of her own, but with Diane always one step ahead. Will her revenge plot bring her closer to the top or bury her once and for all? Next week promises to be full of twists, turns, and shocking revelations that will leave fans on the edge of their seats. With power struggles, family feuds, and dangerous secrets at every turn, Genoa City is about to be rocked to its core. Don't miss a moment.